Hello everyone, this is a short video on understanding the basics of Google Meet, which you can use to conduct online lectures, tutorials, or meetings with your colleagues. Now you can find Google Meet if you click on the app launcher or the 9 dots and begin from here. But I was told that if you create a Hangout Meet from the Google Calendar, it is a lot better for two reasons. One is that we have heard that this will prioritize the bandwidth for your Google Meet, as in light of the current situation, you would expect Google to manage their servers and bandwidth. So in this way, you can help in making the streaming smoother with less disruptions or lag. The lag here is expected and should be around to be 30 seconds. Number two, it is easy to tag to your classes if you have been using Google Classroom. This I will show you in a little while. For this video, we will be toggling between two screens, one showing your screen, the teacher screen here. This you can identify with my mustache here. And the other is the student screen, as I think it is useful to see from their perspective what will appear on their screen, and you can identify it by the logo here. So let's begin by going back to your calendar and click on an event, say your tutorial. Let's create an event, say your tutorial is at 9 o'clock, and click on more options to add more details. Let's give this event a name, and this is important. You need to add conferencing and click on Hangouts Meet. So essentially what you have done here is you have created a virtual meeting room where you can join, or other people can join, this meeting room at the scheduled time. All right, and you hit save and it's there. You click on it. So you can join, and you can pass this link to your students by clicking on the copy link, and you can send this to your students via WhatsApp or email or Google Classroom. The next step is actually for those teachers who are already familiar with using Google Classroom. So if you click on the edit button, more actions, you can actually copy the event to your classes that you have created already. So I'm just going to copy this to a GP test class. And with that, I can add resources from our Google Drive. Say, for example, this is the PowerPoint slide which I'm going to use. Maybe another document, and give them some instructions and hit save. So what will appear on the student screen would be that the tutorial has been scheduled, and if they click on the event, they can see the link where they can just join and download the two resources that you'll be using during the lesson itself. So now you can start the Hangout Meet by clicking on the link. It should bring you here where you will see this window. Don't worry about this, just click dismiss. And by default, both your camera and audio should be switched off. So you need to turn on the microphone and just follow the instructions to switch the microphone on. And if you wish, you can switch on your camera, of course. And there you are. All right. So I think for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to switch off the camera. And now you're ready to join the meeting. So click join now, and it will bring you to this window. So let's now take a look at the students' screen. They will join a Hangout Meet, and the same thing will follow. They will just need to allow And maybe for this video we'll switch off the camera, and the student will see that their teacher is waiting for them, and they will enter the call, and it will bring them here where they see your icon and the other people found in the room. Toggling back to the teacher screen, you will see that the student has entered the room. That's the student, and that's you, and the audio is working fine. So now that you and your student are in the meeting room, you can take the next step to present now. This is similar to the idea of screen mirroring. Earlier, it's all about starting a live stream where they can hear or see you. Now you can actually choose to present to your student what you want them to see on their screen. This is also applicable if you have a meeting, say, in your committee, and you just want to show to the others your own screen. It is like us, sharing the MS display in our meetings where we log on and log off. This part is crucial about choosing a particular application window. I have chosen a window to share, which means that I have the choice to choose which particular resource that I'm going to use. So for example, if I'm going to just use a PowerPoint slide, and this will appear on the student's screen. And if I have finished using this PowerPoint slide, I stop sharing. And if I want to use another resource, say for example a Google Doc, and now I can use this Google Doc to explain my point. Do remember that if you are presenting your entire screen, your student will see everything that you do on the screen. My preference would be that I would just want to share the PowerPoint slide or the Google Doc, so that if I do anything outside these two resources, that won't be seen on their screen. So now I'm going to explain to you these 3 dots. There are a few things that we can do here. One would be to change the layout of what you see on your screen. If you choose this, whatever you're presenting here will appear here, and then your students will appear on the right. So please play around with the layout to find one which is more convenient for you. Another feature is actually the record meeting function, where you can record the whole online session and it will be saved as a video and it will be emailed to you to your YIGC account. Another feature that I would like to highlight to you is the chat function here. So during the lesson, you might want to get the students to respond or post questions. You can do that by clicking the chat function. What I recommend is that you can allow the students to leave questions in the chat, but you inform them that you will only view it in the middle of the lesson or at the end, so that it provides some structure for the students on the issue of asking questions online. They know that you will only address their questions in the middle or at the end. You can also use this chat function to mark attendance at the beginning or at the end of the lesson. And so coming to the end of the lesson, for example, you're coming to the last slide of your PowerPoint, what you should do is stop sharing the slide. Do take note that stopping the presenting feature does not terminate the stream. They can still see or hear you. In order for you to stop the live stream, you need to leave the call, and this will terminate the whole meeting. And with that, the whole session will be recorded, and as I said earlier, the video will be emailed to your YIGC account. So I hope this video has been helpful in understanding the basics of Google Meet. I recommend that you play around with it first. Use a dummy account, use your personal account as your student account to see how it functions before you start using it on your own. And with that, I thank you and wish you all the very best.